Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 MT.
They go play action with Burrow. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On two,
so from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football on the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Here we go.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Here's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I'm fine, ready? 11 MP, 11 MP.
They'll try and run with Mixon. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Cowboys at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now, and I would not want to face them come playoff time.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A first down carry by Elliott. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Inside give to Elliott. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
We're going to 53. We're going 47. We're going 46, 46. We're going 46. 46.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow buying time to his left. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Gotta go.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. In motion left goes Bull. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Dancing to his left.
Now Burrow loses the football.
It's picked up by the Cowboys. They find some open field here. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
He certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
I'm one, ready?
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And he'll be out right at the 35. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They'll run on first down. It's Walton. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow looking to pass.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Now a carry for Walton. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
Touchdown Bengals.
Kyle Pitts
from 4 yards out.
And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
11 empty, 11 empty, 12.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Open man is Higgins.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
11 empty. 11 mighty. Hey, you gotta go score.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Here we go.
In motion, left goes Boyd.
11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
11 empty. 11
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 9. Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Burrow on third down.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
10th carry now for Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Go to 53. Go to 54. Go to 54. 47. Here we go, 47. 26. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, Elliott. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
92 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. The give is to Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Calling a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. A give to Elliott. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow rolling to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 3rd down, Burrow.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
This time Burrow will look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Kill. 47.
4th down, Prescott.
Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. They'll run with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
1st down. Here's Burrow.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
In motion goes the tight end. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again, Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
11 MT, Kate. 11 MT. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow will throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Kyle Pitts,
a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. There he goes, left side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11 empty. Hey, stop.
Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon
from 19 yards away.
And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Hey, 47. 26. 26.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
11 MP. 11 MP.
Throwing, Burrow. That's caught by Pitts.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Now Walton. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
To throw, Burrow. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
46.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Hey, kill! Kill! Everyone go to 53. Everyone go to 54. Go to 54.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Oh, and it's intercepted. picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with a short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself into position and let your kicker have at it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Where they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
11 MT pace. 11 MT pace. 11.
Now it's Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and very long. Are you cautious here?
I think you have to be, because the first mantra of any football game is don't lose it. Then you give yourself a chance to win it. And if you go ahead and force something now, take a big shot that doesn't pay off, you didn't help your defense out at all.
Yeah, especially here in overtime. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards on the keeper, but now it's 4th down.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W.